Hi everyone, Marian here. This video will describe the qualitative methods that we used in the impact evaluations of protracted refugee situations, and it will explain why these methods were chosen. This is the second of 3 videos in this module. Why did we collect qualitative data? We collected qualitative data in order to obtain new and different insights and to have evidence that could be triangulated with the findings from the quantitative surveys. Using qualitative methods, we acquired a deep understanding of the perceptions and experiences of different refugee groups. Qualitative methods also helped us to learn about the unintended results and about sensitive issues that could not be included in the quantitative survey instrument. Qualitative methods helped us to understand contextual factors, which were outside the control of the implementing agencies. And qualitative methods gave us a better understanding of how the intervention was actually implemented. These were factors within the control of the agencies. Focus group discussions, key informant interviews, and observation were the main qualitative methods used during fieldwork. The sampling strategy for the qualitative methods was outlined in the inception phase and implemented in the fieldwork phase. In the Ethiopia evaluation, for example, we conducted 32 focus group discussions with a total of 256 refugees from 4 camps. In the Ethiopia evaluation, we also completed 48 key informant interviews with implementing organizations and donors, as well as with 3 small business owners in 2 of the camps. We systematically undertook observations by walking through the camps, noting what could be seen. This is called a transect walk. For example, in walking through Shimelba camp in Ethiopia, we observed this refugee woman carrying water. This likely indicates a water shortage in the camp and suggested that we explore in various interviews topics related to water, as the lack of access to water can have a negative impact on nutrition, which was an outcome that we were analyzing. We conducted focus group interviews with a wide cross-section of groups identified at the inception phase, giving us a range of experience and views. In the Ethiopia evaluation, for example, we undertook focus group discussions with groups of women and men, refugees separately, with members of food distribution committees, with refugee leaders, with youth groups, and with groups of refugees with disabilities. We used interview guides that were adapted for each particular group and that allowed space for unanticipated topics to arise. How did we start to triangulate and validate findings during fieldwork? Let me share with you how the Ethiopia evaluation team explained how they triangulated findings. Quote, "For the focus group discussions and interviews, each day of data collection was followed by a day of entering data into content analysis matrices. This process allowed us to pursue questions, fill gaps, and to conduct systematic checks on accuracy, consistency, and reliability of the data. This allowed us to develop initial themes, for example, household food security, food distribution, gender-based violence in camps, and the relationships with the host communities. Through team discussions, our findings were triangulated, and we recorded the themes. We then analyzed these themes by ethnic group, gender, and age group. We noted the differences in perception between stakeholders, and then we carried out additional key informant interviews with the agency's staff. We ended our fieldwork with a debriefing session with a range of stakeholders where we shared our preliminary findings. And in listening to their feedback, we gained an initial validation or not of the findings. End quote. This brings us to a conclusion of the qualitative methods presentation. The next video will present the team composition and skills needed to complete the fieldwork.